Hey guys, welcome to the comment show. I think we should just roll right into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Murph, why don't you go first?
Yep. It's a lot of orange, so I'll start with orange.
Ooh, my favorite color.
Ooh, great question. Naruto or Dragon Ball Z?
What? Who asked this?
Jonah Tig.
Okay, definitely Naruto.
Definitely Naruto.
We started out with Dragon Ball Z, but Naruto is just way better storytelling, and Rock Lee is the greatest character in all of fictional history.
Naruto's better. It's like, it's a ninja school. And it's just, the whole show is full of ninjas. It's awesome.
I'm surprised.
It's
seems
Harry
like Dragon
Potter
Ball Z
for
is more.
ninjas.
I feel like you'd be more of a Dragon Ball Z fan because it seems more intense, more like extreme.
Do you remember like how long it took to do everything? It'd be just like
Yeah.
Goku powering up for like
Yes.
7 episodes or
Right.
something, and just like teasing out everything. That's the show, and it just gets worse and worse.
We should
and
start
worse.
doing that for the comment show. And
Yeah.
just not answer a question for the whole thing.
I'm coming up with an answer!
I'm gonna go next.
Cool.
We're gonna do it in counterclockwise.
It's just another Dragon Ball Z question.
They're all Dragon Ball Z.
Instantly.
Megan Vanoy writes, if you could be any color of crayon, what color would you be and why? I feel like all these questions are for you.
I was gonna say orange, but then now I want to say burnt orange.
Watch this video
Yeah.
episode later and you'll know what it looks like. Like, hey, Elliot, how was work today?
Pick me out the box. Okay, what about you guys?
Maybe forest green.
Ooh, I like the forest in there.
Yeah.
Why that, like forest green?
I think of forest green as being like the cool crayon who can like who goes camping for like a month.
You just want to look like
You
Piccolo.
can make like
basically.
Yeah,
an
exactly.
arm sling out of a banana leaf.
I think I'm gonna have to just rip off you and say green.
Sure. Yeah.
Maybe a lighter shade of green though.
'Cause I don't know if I'd
Crayon
want to
corollary.
be
I think it
an
goes both
orange
ways, 'cause
skin
if
because
you're
that
a-
looks like a bad tan.
But
Now-
if you're a crayon, like what does being a crayon mean, right? Like it doesn't matter.
Javier Perez, what was the most awkward greeting you had with someone?
I am not the first person to make this observation, but in New York, seeing someone that you kind of know on the
That's what I was
subway
trying
on the
to
way to
think
work
of.
is bad because like you're stuck on the subway forever. You either have to talk to them or like officially say we're not really friends.
And you make the decision, you're like, okay, we nodded at each other, and then if they take their like earbuds out, you're like, oh, great, I guess I'm turning off my fucking Kindle.
Yeah.
Stop grabbing the orange ones.
I want to get rid of them. There's too many.
Why? There's
Well
the
now,
best.
okay, well now it's perfectly even. So next time you better not take an orange.
All right. Shane Jones asks, will there be another Furry Forest cartoon in the future?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
There will be. Adam and I, because we figured this will probably be the last one. I was like, I think we should show a dick in this one.
Okay.
We talked about that, but then we ultimately, I think, decided not to. But if we ever jump the shark, we'll jump the dick too.
I also think I should do a live show like the Ninja Turtles live.
Oh,
Like, they're
hell
just,
yeah.
really
They're
sexy
coming to the
accent.
Javits Center. All right, I'm gonna take an orange too. Jake Jones writes, does Adam usually ruin things for the College Humor cast, or is that just the Adam Ruins Everything series? That's a good question.
It's a little bit of both.
A little bit of both. Adam loves to take big opinions that I think even he doesn't actually feel, just to ruffle feathers. So I think my favorite Adam quote is, I love the fiction of low-fat cream cheese.
Yeah, right.
We actually had a blog about how opinionated Adam was,
Yeah.
and we would write down like anytime he said something unnecessarily opinionated, like taking low-fat cream cheese down a peg, we would.
I think it's opinionated Adam.
Is it .tumblr?
Tumblr.
.tumblr.com.
Something like
You
that.
probably put the thing on the screen.
Jen McCoy, who can eat the most jalapeno peppers?
Not me. I'm bad with spicy food.
I love spicy
You-
food, but I
probably
also
Emily.
like to enjoy it. So I don't know that I would like feel the need to prove how many I could eat. I'd rather just have like a burger with some jalapeno peppers.
I could
on
see
it.
myself feeling the need to prove it,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't enjoy it.
Exactly.
I'm not great at spicy
So
food.
let's assume Murph can
Let's
eat the most,
assume-
but I can enjoy
I think
the
Adam
most.
actually. I would say Adam could eat more, but maybe Trap though. I think Trap.
Oh.
Yo, I was gonna
Trap.
say because I don't think of Adam as a foodie, but I think of Trap as like we'll try anything.
Trap's also kind of like a wild card.
Yeah,
Like
it's
you
a
can
wild
see,
card.
like Trap's one of the guys that you could see a bunch of people like, oh, let's all put our hands in this mousetrap, and him like not being affected or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he has,
that's right, it's
he's
true.
got that like, he's got a quiet intensity to him. I'm gonna make this nice and even.
Wow, the pink. No one had touched it till now.
Matthew Scarrett. If all of you had a Hunger Games, I'm assuming if we were in the Hunger Games, who would be the victor?
Oh, I thought
Weapons
you were gonna ask.
would only be what was around you or you could find.
This is one of my favorite things, is thinking what weapon you would use. I like to think about like Jackie Chan, when you watch him in a movie, he is so resourceful with what he uses. And so I like to think WWJD, what would Jackie do?
Pencils. You could take like a paper cutter and rip that thing off. I think I saw that in the zombie
Oh,
movie.
that'd be a great. Although that one's a close range attack, and something like the
What
Hunger
would be a
Games
long
would be
range
good to
attack
get.
inside the office?
There was that bow and arrow arsenal in the by the bathroom, so I'd probably go
Yeah, I
for
would just
that.
get the gun that Sam keeps in his desk.
They always say that getting water is like the most important thing, and I feel like that's such an. I can imagine a shittier book series overlooking that and just being like, whatever, just get to the action. But it's like, no, like you could be like we'd be like, we're gonna be fine. Then just like 3 hours later, just being like completely dehydrated and dying. I'm gonna go with the orange again. No, I'm doing all the oranges. Thomas Dunford, great name, asks, how was the transition from New York to LA, and who left, and who are the new members of the staff?
Dan Gerwich now writes for
Last Week
John
Tonight.
Oliver. Yeah. And Owen Parsons writes for The Daily Show. They both were out here for like a month and then got cool jobs in New York and moved right back. And since then, Mike Trapp has been added to. He'd always been at College Humor. He was with editorial.
Yeah, he was with
And he moved
editorial.
over to LA in the sketch writing team in January.
And we also hired a robot.
Yes.
A quirky, funny robot who
Oh
writes
my God,
sketches, which is
yeah.
great. He gets into adventures.
It's good to tap into that robot voice, because a lot of the spam bots are really responding to his sense of humor.
Transition to New York to LA, what's been the most surprising thing about LA that you found?
No breakfast sandwiches.
Yeah, no bodegas sucks. No rain. I knew the weather here was better, but I didn't realize there was like just zero rain.
That's a weird thing about it, is that it's kind of the same thing all year round. Like, it's not even that hot in the summer. It's just like 80 degrees all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It kind of feels like time is just like it feels like there's no seasons. Like, just at all times. Because I went to the...
We've been out here 9 years, actually. That's,
Yeah,
we just none of us have noticed.
No one knows.
Kareen Nichols. If you had a chance to draw each other as a fantasy cartoon character, what would they look like?
Fantasy cartoon characters, like, everyone's super ripped and sexy.
Yeah.
So it's like,
So it's like-
well, you'd be a super ripped, sexy dude with real long hair, and you'd be a super ripped, sexy dude
What's
with
an example
short
of
hair.
a fantasy cartoon, though?
Yeah, that's
be
what I'm
like-
trying to...
There's not that many of them.
Yeah, there
quite
are.
confused right now.
The Hobbit movie from
Yeah, I know,
however long
that's
ago.
what
That's
I'm
the only one I
thinking
can think
of.
of.
Adam would be a goblin or an elf. I can't decide which.
I
Because
was
he's very
kinda
like
thinking the same thing.
he's very learned and tall, very learned and pale. So I want to say elf and blonde.
I can
But
see
he's
him
also
sitting on a
very like
council.
yeah. But he's also
disapproving
very
of things.
yeah. He's also a little exactly.
I can see him being on council, being pissed that he's not the head of the council.
What would you consider the biggest celebrity to ever graze their ethereal fingers over the pulsating comedy globe of College Humor? I personally was super starstruck when Mick Foley was in a video.
Yeah.
You guys want any baby carrots? I brought some from home.
Remember
I
that?
couldn't even talk to
It was
him.
very funny because you're such a gregarious person, but I have never seen you quieter on set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with like a little smile, with like a 12-year-old boy's smile, just watching everything he did.
I mean, Hugh Jackman did a video with us. That he's pretty.
yeah,
like,
that's
just-
pretty cool.
and he was great.
Look at this. 101, 102. I'm starting at 100 because I already did a bunch this morning.
And you can just like eavesdrop on anything he talks about, and then one time be like, Hugh Jackman said he loves Go-Gurt, or whatever.
I think that's all our questions. Guys, thank you so much. These were great. Please keep them coming on our Facebook page, and
Please keep them coming on our Facebook page.
yeah, exactly. Keep them coming on our Facebook page. I think maybe
Oh,
our names
yeah.
will be here with our Twitter handles if
Yeah.
we want, which I want. I need
Yeah.
them followers.
That'd be
Ooh,
cool.
I'll elect out. I'm just kidding.
But
Mine-
mine's not there.
My Twitter is for actually family only.
Ooh, yeah.
I
have
only
a
tweet
private.
with
I have
my
a
family.
private Twitter.
Okay, let me do this again without the cum part.
I think we should keep it in.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. I just say penis.
Thank you so
Thank you so much for coming all over us.
Penis.